name is Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy. Oh, ew, that was not a cute burp. Okay. Hello, testing.
Testing. Testicles.
Why are you so clever? Like, how did you get so clever?
Just nasty.
No, but like, where did your sense of humor come from?
It definitely was developed. So like growing up, I'm still an introvert at the core, but I would just follow really funny people. Not follow, but like I would be friends with a lot of really, really funny people. And then I would just like not copy them, but I would learn how they like their timing and like their jokes and like how
you just picked it up from the people around you.
Yeah.
I love that. No, you're like just so fucking witty. It's like, I don't, you know what it is? I'm not that quick. Like, I feel like your sense of humor is like witty and sharp and quick. And mine is just like my sense of humor is slightly ditzy. Or it's like self-deprecating.
I think yours is like you.
Or just like quirky.
It's definitely, we both are quirky, but like you have more of like a basis. Like you have a foundation, like and a thought to it, you know?
No.
I know what I mean.
I felt like you just said that just to say what it was. But I don't think there was.
Anyways, the water's really good.
I think mine's also just like, I can't believe she said that. Like I'm just like honest.
Okay.
I think that's
so
where
like shock factor.
Yeah, because I'm just like, oh my God, I just farted. And everyone's like, how dare you?
Got it.
Because like I won't be ashamed. I'll just be like, and while everyone else is like, I'm so scared to talk about my vagina. And I'm like, look, my vagina
it's like
smells
the
sometimes.
honesty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and yours is just like witty where it's clever and it has like substance.
Stop it. Stop.
Anyways, my cat is all over everything. And not my pussy.
Okay.
She loyal to one. Anyways. Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke Girl Therapy. And guess the fuck what? HK motherfucking brains into house.
Hey, what's up?
And we had a topic in mind, but I was like, I don't really feel like being in my feelings. Not that I'm upset. I'm just like, I don't want to like talk about anything that triggers me.
We don't need to expend any more extra time and energy to that.
Yes. You know? And I'm in a good mood because we just recorded that other episode.
And it was great.
It was great.
It was good energy.
It was. Yeah. So I'm like, I kind of want to keep that positivity and energy alive. So we couldn't think of any other topics, but we have hella emails still to answer. So now we're going to read.
So now the episode starts.
Yeah. So now we're going to.
Hi, I'm Stefanie Maegan and your host of Broke Girl Therapy. And guess the fuck what?
What?
We got HK brains.
You're stupid.
I tried to do it. I couldn't. I tried to do it.
Well, we tried. Okay. Well, we got some emails.
Yes.
And we had some technical difficulties. So there's something we're not going to listen to. But now we have other things to do.
Yeah.
This is my work email. Okay. This one says, anonymous story. Needs advice. And the font is huge, which I appreciate because I'm kind of blind. Okay.
We can popcorn read if you want. Sorry,
you scared me. You scared me.
I did. I'm so sorry.
But you know. But the thing is, you knew I was nervous, so that's why I took that deep breath. You're like, we should popcorn read.
Sorry, I didn't mean to start.
It's okay. Do you want to read this?
I can if you want. I want to if you want me to. I want you to want me to read it.
Okay, read it. Read it, bitch.
Okay.
Read it, bitch.
So this is a new story. From M. And it's called Needs Advice. This is a clearer look into the story. So I met this guy New Year's Eve and we instantly clicked. All the vibes were there. A month later, we were official. And by the sorry, I didn't mean to judge. Shit.
Why were you no, pause.
That was really rude.
Why?
That was really, really rude. No,
What?
because I've done, but also like I've done that before.
Right,
And so,
right,
yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
I relate.
Yeah, you're
A
like,
month later,
you're
we
like,
were.
red flag.
Yeah. A month later, we were official, and by the second month, we went on a trip together. It was literally all so fast, but at that time, I didn't think of it much like that because my feelings grew day by day. Soon we were spending almost every night together, sleeping in the same bed and all that fun stuff. Then poof, one day it all ended. He made it clear that he wasn't interested anymore. I never saw any signs of him drifting or anything. It was all so sudden. It was literally 8 months down the drain. Obviously, I was torn because he became my only best friend and person that was around me. Yet while I'm hurt, I noticed he had no problems moving on. A day later, he was talking to multiple girls. We're from a small Midwest town, so it's never hard to find things out, even when you're not looking for answers. A couple weeks later, during my healing process, he messaged me and we met up and hooked up. Sorry, I just have to I have to process. No. That was me pausing because I'm trying to process
Right.
the time. So it was
The
8
timeline.
months. They broke up after 8 months, and then a couple weeks later, he was fucking around. Am I
Yes.
right? That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he randomly hit her up to hook up.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, a couple weeks later during my healing process, he messaged me and we met and hooked up. Okay, this happened 3 times. Okay. Every time he sees me, he tells me about his feelings and how they're there, but it's not the right time. After a while, I started coming to my senses, seeing he ain't shit. That's correct. Recently, I got drunk and called, and he answered, but was mad that I was out and about how late it was.
What?
I don't get it, though. Why do men get to be angry about what we do when they literally do shittier things, period?
It sounds like a misogynistic prick. A misogynistic
This is totally
what is that fucking word? I'm
misogynistic narcissist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And territorial.
Right. It sucks though, even though, because I know my feelings are there, but I know I shouldn't be in a situation such as this. I'm 21, okay, and I'm in college. Plus, I haven't experienced much. Okay, it's just this is my first heartbreak. A common word that people use for our quote unquote relationship is quote unquote manipulation, and it is. You're correct. The reason being is that when he comes back into my life, he makes everything feel okay again, and then suddenly he leaves and makes me feel like I'm doing the most.
Narcissist.
I never speak bad on people, so no one ever knows my side of things, and I somehow look crazy. I'm not crazy, though.
You're not?
You're not. This person is the one calling me, messaging me, and doing what he can to contact me to confess his feelings.
People like this like to drive you crazy. It fuels him.
Yeah. I'm just the type of person who over loves and never have been the type of to give up right away on people. I hate the person who he became because the person I met made me feel things I never really felt. Okay. It was a literal crash and burn situation. I am one girl out of 5 boys. My parents never really gave me advice in boys or things like this.
Can relate.
They kind of assume I learn by myself. Yet I listen to your podcast and I believe you could give me advice. I don't have much older female figures. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Initially, I just want to say thank you for sharing your story.
Yes. And you're not crazy at all.
And we love and support you.
And this is unfortunately something that we all kind of go through in different ways.
Common.
It's very sick. It's common. And it's also like, I feel like before I've ever gone through anything like this, I would always look at situations like this and just be like, I'll think like super ignorant, just think that like, oh, this would never happen to me. Like how can you be manipulated in situations like this? But people like that are really good at manipulating others, such as yourself, who's probably sensitive and understanding and empathetic. So they definitely see that, and because they're so sad.
Yeah.
They need that validation for themselves, because that's what fuels them. That's what fuels their ego. That's what fuels their narcissism, is to see you hurt. So when you're moving on, they're like, oh wait, let me call and like fuck some shit up, and then just leave you. It's just like they don't have empathy the way that you do. Like, they're not crying or boohoo. They need people like you to fuel their fucking ego. That's where it's fucked up, and the harsh reality of it. And I've had to obviously face that.
Yeah.
At some point. I'm sure you did too.
Yeah. We talked about that in like, I think the last episode when I was here. The girl who experienced her much more abusive ex. But similar, not the same exactly, but similar here. Like, you're absolutely correct. He is manipulating you and taking advantage of the best parts of you. So you're not crazy. Don't ever let anybody call you crazy. And all your feelings are valid. So know that you're perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with you. At the same time, take this time to learn and grow and to take necessary steps to change. Because while we already are recognizing that he has these manipulative and narcissistic behaviors, it took both of you, right? It took both of you to hook up 3 times after breaking up. And like, it took both of you to allow him into your space. And I'm not blaming you. I'm not shaming you. I'm not guilting you. But just recognize that you still have power. You know, you were yielding a lot of your power to him in those moments. Reclaim your power. And don't give him any more of your time and energy, because he doesn't fucking deserve it.
Yep.
I have a lot of friends who say, like, you know, they stay hopeful. And they're like, oh, no, but, you know, just in case he'll change, I still want to give him space. Make him fucking earn it.
Yes.
There is so much. You cannot just say, like, oh, we're starting back from ground zero. No, he dug himself a fucking hole. So he has to work himself out of the fucking hole just to get back to ground zero, because he's negative sub-zero right now. Okay, so I get it, and it's easier said than done. So like, I hope this doesn't come off as harsh or insensitive, because we're here to support you. But take this time to reflect and ground yourself in loving yourself. Right. Like, as cliche as self-love sounds, no. Like,
I mean, I always lead everything back to self-love. I mean, that's really the whole point of this show, is like, it's more than just dating. It's like, we get into situations when we date and when we fall in love with people, and then again, we have to, but at the end of the day, have to find love within ourselves in order to like literally overcome anything. So even if it's not like a romantic relationship,
just to get into any relationship, you have to build the relationship with yourself. So I don't care how redundant or repetitive or cliche it sounds, I will always promote self-love, because it's the first form of love or primary form of love that you need to build the foundation, so that you can then share love with other people. Yeah. You're so young, and
you're not going to care about this in a year.
It doesn't even, in 2
years. By the time you are our age, you'll be like, who?
Right.
You're not going to give a fuck.
Exactly.
So, but I think, moving forward, just to keep note, I know that you mentioned, and I know that we kind of had like a little chuckle at like how quickly, you move. Like,
I was not judging you, baby.
No.
I was relating.
That's the thing. It's like, it wasn't like a judgment towards you. It's because we've all been there, where we like just rush into something. Yeah. And we always hear about like, no, let's take our time and really try to like, do things properly, let things grow organically instead of rushing. Yes. Moving forward, though, the biggest sign of you dating a narcissist is someone who love bombs you, especially in the beginning, is the one that is what I hear, because they love bomb you. Once they know they got you hooked, it's like game over. They fuck with you. They do all that stuff. And so I think that like, that's why it's so important to take your time, because as even though he's showing you this, portraying one version of himself to you, doesn't mean in a month he's going to be a different person. Like, you really have to get to know somebody, look at the way they, move around you, the way that they treat you, and not only the way that they treat you, but the way that they treat other people, the way they've treated their exes, the way they treat their mom, their dad, whatever, like, how they treat people around them is a sneak peek to
It's
how
a
they're
reflection
gonna
of
how they're gonna treat you.
Exactly.
So it's just, taking your time to get to know each other. And I know that when we fall, especially for the first time, right, when you first really start, like learning what love is and that feeling, like it's such a drug. You become so addicted to it. But it's like, just know that like it's okay to be patient and to take your time and not feel like you have to rush.
Yes.
And also it's a sign. It should be a red flag next time, like someone rushes you into something like this again. Because that's why we laugh, because we're like, been there, so.
And you don't even have to look at the 8 months as like down the drain. Like, I think it's that first initial like judgment of like when we break up, we're like, ugh, that was like months or even years like, oh, that I've wasted. But no, like we have to start looking at our mistakes or downfalls as opportunities, and that is just your next level up, like your losses are also purposeful, so yeah.
Well,
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing, and I hope you find peace, and I know you will. Again,
yeah, you're already,
when you were 30 years old, you're gonna look back at that and be like, that was weird.
And just from the way that your own narrative post breakup and like your assessment, I'm not worried. Like even the advice that I gave was, I hope it didn't come off as judgmental, and I'm so sorry if it did. But no. It's like in support.
We're
and I
also
could
like,
tell,
it's us projecting because we've
totally
been there.
Yeah.
So it's really it's less about you and just more about like, because one day you're gonna hear that too, and you will give a chuckle because you've lived through that. You know what that looks like. So we like, exactly when we heard that, we knew exactly where that was going. Like I knew exactly like what was gonna happen. So it's
and the way you're feeling about it now, you're on the right track. The way you're already being able to recognize what his behaviors mean, you're gonna be just fine.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Next caller.
Well, the last time no one picked up, but now we get to read and catch up. So this one says, in response to your post for us to call in, and then she has like the heart emojis. Hi, Steph. I don't even know where to begin. I've been wanting you to do something like this since I first discovered you. I need to burp. Oh my God, this fucking sparkling light. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I found your podcast at the very beginning of the pandemic, and you and your friends got me through so many tough times. Your relationship with your ex was literally identical to what I was experiencing at the same time with my own version. I just would love to be able to have a moment with you and share how I'm trying to shed myself of the past. I made some decisions along the way since last year, and one day or another, that same person made their way back into my life and shit went down. My best friend moved to Texas. Where am I? I got rid of all my toxic relationships, and now I'm basically starting from square one to get myself back on a better path for me, in all caps. I'm finally focusing on myself. It's just hard when I have such a small circle now. I asked the universe to show me people who have loving and great relationships, and I could feed off of their loving energy and a little bit and embrace it for my own life. And now here you are introducing your new man on the show. I can't tell you enough how beautiful it is to see the way you both care for each other and just flow together. That's something I would absolutely love for myself at some point in the future. We also have a mutual person. What? We also have a mutual person. Oh. I have something so special to share with you too about another moment of realization I had while listening to one of your episodes that absolutely gave me chills. Anyways, this isn't long enough already, but I would love to talk to you. And if you have a moment, just give you so much praise for what you're doing. You inspire me so much, and I can't wait to hopefully meet you or talk to you one day.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's so nice. Thank you for everything that you do for all of us, Stephanie. You're doing so amazing. My cell number is that California? That is.
That's OC.
Bitch, let's call her.
That's Newport.
I would have sent you a DM, but since my relationship, I got all my socials. I searched for you on my sister's, but you're getting a follow from me once I make a new one. Let's call her. She said we have a mutual person.
Wait, it's 9:30.
I don't care.
Yeah, okay. But that's really cool. We definitely need to like go on tour or like do like a meet and greet.
Look at you.
I'll do a demonstration.
Do you think she'll pick up? Demonstrate. Oh.
Demon gay. Just kidding.
I can let my body. Oh. It is 9:30. So I mean.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated
Leave a
voice
message.
messaging system.
You
9.
Okay, well, she didn't pick up. But I'm curious to see if she said we have a mutual person.
That is really cool.
What if like we've dated the same person?
That would be a great.
I always wonder.
That would be a great.
I always wonder if any of my listeners, like we have fucked the same guy. If we have fucked the same guy, can you please let me know? Like, I just want to know. I won't even be mad. Like, even if you fucked my boyfriend.
Telling people like, oh.
Or even if you fucked like dudes I fucked before too. Or maybe if you fucked my man before. I want to know.
Yeah, don't call me if you fuck any of the man that I fuck. I don't want to hear about it.
I want to know if like I've fucked the same person as somebody else. You wouldn't be.
I'm literally friends with, like, I have a lot of my best friends. We call ourselves tunnel buddies because we end up hooking up with the same people.
Hey, well, that's the gay community.
Yeah. Sorry, you're problematic. Anyway.
But like, I feel like that'd be kind of cool to know. If, like,
That would be.
So it'd be like, did you have
really
the same
interesting,
experience as me?
right? And then it'd be like, oh yeah.
Or if anyone's like, has ever dated my man, I would want to know. I wouldn't be weirded out to be like me, like any of my.
It would be pretty funny. It just like
wouldn't
out of
care.
curiosity, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
did he also do that thing from the back?
Did you like it like that too?
Did you like it like that?
Yeah, like I want to know. But anyways, that's so cute. She's like, we have a mutual person. I'm curious. Let me know.
And the way she said it was so vague. You're like, what?
Like, who is
mutual?
Who is this mutual person?
I feel like it's a mutual girlfriend.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I like know someone.
I feel like it's a
maybe
mutual
I like know her
girlfriend.
sister.
Maybe.
Who is it? And if you are that mutual person, let me know. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Says he wants to be celibate.
Oh,
Can you read this?
yeah.
I can't do too much reading. I
He
don't like
wants
to
to
read.
be celibate.
He wants to be.
All right, here we go. Hey, Steph. First off, I love you and the show so much.
Everyone is so fucking nice.
Everybody
Can I
is.
just
Y'all
say?
are like really nice. It's like, oh my god. So I'm asking this question in hopes that you can help my friend because I really don't know how to help her. Oh, so this is not about her. This is her friend.
Okay.
So she just started dating this guy for about 2 months. Okay. Everything has been going good so far. She waited a little bit to first have sex with him to make it even better when they eventually have it. You know, that good old sexual tension. Anyways, he also doesn't have that much experience as he has only ever had sex with one other girl. Okay. Well, how many guys? So at this point in their relationship, they have only had sex a couple of times. Okay. Like
Wait.
them together. I'm confused. So at this point, like them together.
Okay.
I guess they already did
But
it.
before her, he's only had sex with like one other
girl. Okay. Recently, she told me that he randomly brought up to her that he wants to be celibate from now on.
Okay.
He also brought this up to her in Target. I love Target.
I love Target.
It's a random detail, but I appreciate it.
I love Target.
I love Target.
Continue.
She said she was so thrown off guard and confused. She was also mad because she loves Target. No, I'm just kidding. Just threw that in. She was also mad.
Shut the fuck. I didn't say that. Shut the fuck.
She didn't say that. I just added that. She was also mad because he made up his mind completely without at all bring up the idea to her first.
Wait. Rewind.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go back a few sentences because I fucked it up with my little, improv. Recently, she told me that he randomly brought up to her that he wants to be celibate from now on. This is already after they had been having sex a couple times.
Okay.
He also brought this up to her in Target. She said she was so thrown off guard and confused. She was also mad because he made up his mind completely without at all bringing up the idea to her first. So I just want to pause right there.
Yeah, that's not right.
Really quick, I just want to say, if any individual wants to make a conscious decision like this, they are absolutely allowed to. I'm sorry. We're not going to agree on this point, but let's finish. So
because if it was vice versa,
Yeah. My body, my choice.
Right.
He had made his mind up, and that was that. Also, she does not feel the same way at all and does not want to be celibate. Okay, let's just finish this because I'm already, yeah. She then said she wanted to take control of the situation and told him, She then said she wanted to take control of the situation and told him, fine, if we do that, then we can only kiss and do nothing else. Well, yeah, isn't that what celibate is?
Yeah, and he said, no way.
And he said, no way. So now she said she doesn't know what to do. She even said she doesn't know if she should break up with her, maybe. What?
So it's a girl.
She doesn't know if she should break up with her, maybe.
Oh, no, she probably put the wrong pronouns. If she should break up with him, maybe.
I'm so confused. Yeah. Such a weird and random situation that is completely out of the blue. I just don't know what to tell her because I've never been in the situation. All the guys that I've dated are honestly the complete opposite. Thank you. So I'm confused because when you use the word celibate, do you mean exclusive?
I think it's
because she said, "Oh, all we can do is like kiss and hug or whatever." Like, what?
And he wants to do other things, so like oral, like, head or whatever. I'm assuming that's
I would
what
say
it is.
that's not celibate though.
Yeah, but I know. But that's the thing is though, like everyone, for instance, like I claimed to be celibate at one point, and I was like, we're not going penetration, dick and vagina, but I'm okay with getting fingered.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like I'm okay with like sucking your dick or if I want to.
So it's like third base, but not home base.
Yeah, maybe because it's like heterosexual.
I mean, like, no, I don't
know.
Yeah, they don't need to explain the reasoning. I just like from the technicality of like what celibacy means. Celibacy
is like
originally means no sexual activity.
Yeah, but I think it's a modern day celibacy, if we're gonna be honest. Where like, yeah, you could do the oral sex, but as far as
so
like
full penetration and fornication is like deemed as like commitment, or like there's a bigger commitment to that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was celibate for a while too, where I was doing other things, but I wasn't having sex.
Okay.
I was just having oral sex. Like I was having that boundary of like not going all the way there because that was a personal choice I made. So, okay, here's the thing. I've actually been in this situation before. And this was before I even had the podcast, so I never got to do an episode about it. So this is my time to talk about dating a man who wants to be celibate. Because, so once upon a time, I was dating a man named, we'll call him...
Wait. So really quick, pause. I know you just redefined that definition of celibate. But when she said that he might want to do more, doesn't more mean... Oh. Sorry, I guess. Yeah, okay. Got it. How could I forget oral? It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We literally had a whole rundown just like right before. Anyways, so one time this had to be when I was like 24. It's actually the man who made this theme song. We'll call him John.
Okay.
So John, I was 24, he was 34. And he, I thought dating an older man, because I thought 34 was old when I was 24, but it's now that I'm 30, I'm like 34 ain't shit.
It's young, but it definitely is older.
It's older
in the sense of your age at that time.
Yeah, but I also think that like men mature a little. I don't know. He was going through a moment in his life. I think a lot of guys at this age do, where they're kind of like trying to like reevaluate themselves. Maybe they want to start like thinking about long-term versus like short-term type of stuff.
Okay.
And he was kind of going through a lot. I think spiritually he was struggling, and he decided to convert to the Nation of Islam.
Oh.
So it was like a religious thing where he decided, okay, because we were together and we were having sex, but he came to me and was like, I'm lost and I'm really finding myself in this religion and I want to really start practicing it, and I want to be celibate.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean?
It's
but I was
fair for both of you.
Right. And I wasn't like mad at him. I respected him because I was like, well, this is your body. Like,
yes,
I wouldn't want you to tell me to be celibate or not. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it was tough to kind of like realize, because I think there was moments where I was like, is something wrong with me, you know? But it was really nothing wrong with me. It was just something that he was battling within himself. So, you know, we made the conscious decision. At first I was like, maybe I could just try it, but I was like, this is hard.
Yeah.
And I think we've even had sex, and I've felt bad that he felt guilty. Like, I didn't like that feeling of like making someone feel guilty when they're having sex with me, you know? So it was just one of those things where I was like, you know what? Like, I also don't want to be, you know, religious. I mean, everyone knows me as like, I'm spiritual, but I'm not into church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, but I respect it. That's his choice.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like something that like, and I think in relationships, like, you kind of want to have the same like moral kind of compass and beliefs.
You need to share the same values.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was obviously to a point where it was like, we didn't really share those values, or we didn't prioritize those type of things. So it was just, so it's a weird, confusing place to be. And it just reminded me of myself back then. And I like totally forgot about that chapter of my life. But that's, I mean, I don't know if this is like a religious thing, but I know that feeling of like when you're with someone, they're like, I want to be celibate. And it's just confusing. But this seems like your friend is not handling it correctly, because she needs to respect his choice.
I think that's why I was so triggered, and apologies, I didn't mean to come off as like negative, but it was a little triggering because I can't stand when people just manipulate each other. And not that your friend is manipulating him, but like, obviously you have to respect your partner. And so that kind of notion, while yes, I'm sure she is disappointed and hurt, but that holding that attitude about it is, first of all, judgmental. You're judging your partner now for his choice. And then you're not supporting his choice. So you have two decisions: stay or leave. Because if you want to stay, you have to be able to be willing to respect him and share values. And if you don't, then you have to accept that it's not going to work out, and bite the bullet and be like, okay, let me move on, because then you're just wasting your time if you don't believe, because then it's also unfair for yourself to then try to stay and be like, okay, then I'm going to try to subscribe to celibacy. Bitch, if you want to fuck, then go fuck. You know, like, just straight up. We don't have a lot of time to be wasting, you know, like if you're just consciously aware of like that it's not going to work out, you know, like there's other things that unless you do want to shift your values, and unless you do want to open up your mind to allow space for that. I know, like, right now the initial reaction is to be disappointed, but like maybe you can work through that and be like, you know, I actually love other things about him that I'm willing to stick around and see. Yeah,
you have to figure out what's worth it for you. And, you know, in my situation, I was like, I want to have sex. Yeah. You know? And like,
I would too.
And also it was like, you know, it was also other things in a relationship where I was like, clearly I'm not being satisfied with this. And there are other things that are not making me happy. That's why I realized it wasn't worth hanging on. And, you know, we ended up still, I mean, to this day, we're still friendly and nice, and it's not weird. There's no pain or resentment or anything like that. But you know, you kind of have to like, figure out if it's like, okay, maybe you could be open to it and could stick by it, but at the end of the day, do it. Like, if you want to fuck, like you said, if you want to fuck, go fuck.
Go fuck. I think like another reason why that was so triggering is because you have to, sorry, we already said the whole respect thing, but like, don't make him, sorry, I'm going to be real straight up. Don't like make this person feel like shit for making this choice for himself. Yeah. And I'm going to be real too. Like, I feel like it's probably even hard. Like, I feel like it's one thing of a woman. It's like expected for a woman to say like, I'm celibate. Like, but I can imagine like him as a dude, what kind of like toxic masculinity I'm sure he's probably hearing for other people. They're like, what? Yeah. You want to be celibate? Yeah. You know, like, I'm sure that's like tough for him as a man to have to like balls to hold that stance. Yeah. Because like even I was thinking it, like I was like gonna start listing off reasons of my own prejudice of like, oh, he's probably closeted, or oh, he probably is fucking other girls, all this other shit. And it's like, whoa, first of all, he doesn't owe you or any of us a fucking explanation. He doesn't owe you shit. The same way, if it was reversed, you don't owe him any explanation if you wanted to change your mind about anything. So that's why you have to have that mutual respect, that mutual ground, and you have to respect his decision, and he doesn't owe you an explanation. And this air of betrayal is your own like ego that is kind of an indication of toxicity. And I can say this because I used to think this way. I used to think my partner needs to explain himself. Who the fuck am I? And if I am truly a supportive partner, then I should support his decision regardless.
Right.
And if I don't, that's my cue to assess my commitment to this person, and that I might need to step away.
Right.
You know? So yeah. Sorry we got kind of intense, but that's just real.
No, but it's true, because it's like, if we're going to here's the thing. We always hear about, you know, the other person being toxic, but if the whole, I mean, you or your friend, whoever this is being toxic, like, we're going to tell you straight up.
We have to recognize our own toxicity.
Right. We're going to recognize the toxicity, and we're going to call it out.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I can understand why you're confused. Like, this person is confused and, maybe feels like unloved or undesired, whatever, but it's nothing. Don't take it personal. Don't shame this, you know, this man for not wanting to have sex. Like, again, if the roles were reversed,
period.
Just saying.
And I'm so sorry he told you abruptly. And in Target of all places. Now she gotta go to Walmart.
I honestly like Walmart. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I grew up in Valencia. We have hella Walmarts. And the
Walmarts, you do?
Yes.
Oh.
We have like 5 Walmarts.
But isn't Valencia like rich?
But here's the thing, like, it's not, when you go to Walmart though, it's not that like it's just like normal. It's like feels like the same demographic as Target.
Oh,
you know,
you need to go to Walmart over here, girl.
Right? Exactly. And then you go to Walmart, like, even
motherfuckers be getting shanked in the parking lot,
right?
I'm not even actually in the aisle. Wherever you go, it's unsafe at Walmart. I was more thinking just because like their business practices are horrible. But.
That too, but like, but you know,
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh, why Walmart's great? It's cheaper, but you know, anyway.
Well, if anything, I just hope that she can, you know, go back to Target.
she's traumatized by Target.
Thank you for sharing, girl.
Thank you. Appreciate you, and I hope your friend figures it out.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I'm, you know, again, I went through it. Someone else is probably going through the same thing that's listening.
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I kind of drunk?
I think that was a really good one.
That was a really good one.
Because we kind of really needed to like iron that out. You know, like I think like it's
like
easy when it's like, oh, let's talk shit about the guy because he's trash. That's easy.
It's easy,
super easy.
But to be like, wait,
I'm problematic. Wait, I'm also toxic. I'm also narcissistic. Yes, let's do that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Tell me what to do.
Ooh.
I've been going through a tough breakup and starting a fresh life. It's been so hard because I've never been alone, which I'm excited about, but the experience is scary so far. I've been too depressed to listen to music, and so I've been listening to your podcast lately, and I'm just with a smile on my face and laughing, and I'd like to thank you for that. I didn't know that there are girls in the 20s and early 30s going through it. I just want to thank HK Brains too. Without him, I would have been crying from laughter with the things he says.
Oh my God.
Love you guys. Let's drink someday. Aw, this was just like a quick hello.
Cheers. Okay, you just made my day, girl.
I love that.
I love you. Oh my gosh.
She just wanted to say hello.
That's so sweet.
That's it. Well, thank you
I
for
love
supporting the
y'all.
show. I know that you sent this back in June, so I'm really behind. We're trying to catch up with these emails.
Yeah.
I feel like
everybody, you know what? I realize like everybody's always going through something, right?
Yeah.
But as long as we can like uplift each other, that's what it's about.
Yeah. I don't think I've done this. Okay, this one is ready to start my life, but I have no idea how.
I like how it's like formatted.
I know this one was through so if you guys go through my website, so if you go to Broco Therapy, if you go to brocotherapy.com, there's a link on there that says like send me your stories.
As a form.
A form.
You should put like astrological sign and stuff. That's like your thing, right?
What?
Like astrological sign.
What do you mean?
Like your
what's your
star sign? Yeah.
Wait, you're right. I should do that. Anyways, so yeah. So if you could also go through my site to submit your stories or questions, or just to say hello. So anyways,
the site
that's why
is onlyfans.com/brocotherapy.
I should do an OnlyFans.
We don't have to just put out, that. We can put out other things.
Yeah. Maybe I could put on. Yeah, we'll brainstorm.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. Hey girls, I saw your clips from TikTok and I really like your personality, so I decided to come to you all with my dilemma. After years of battling with depression and anxiety, I really found professional help and was told that I had been also suffering from ADHD. Since then, I've been taking my meds, focusing on self-love and staying positive. I'm now ready to attempt at striving for life and becoming the woman I've always wanted to be. My problem is that I'm 25 and I feel so behind all my peers. I never went to college despite really wanting to, never worked any job besides retail and fast food, and I have never been in a relationship, still a virgin. I met this really sweet guy at Walgreens and I'm thinking about pursuing him, but I'm hesitant because I bring absolutely nothing to the table. I've been in depression.
That's not true.
Yeah, I've been in depression haze since 2012, and because of my overall lack of life experience, I can't help but be insecure about these things. How do I explain this to him without scaring him off? When should I tell him? Before our first date? On it? Down the line? I'm afraid that I have way too much baggage to pursue a relationship, but I've been so lonely all these years, and he was such a gentleman when he approached me. Another thing is the sex part. I've interacted... Well, I have to burp. Sorry. Oh, wow, this is a lot of burping.
We get gassy when we're emotional.
Yeah. I've interacted with men who either have fetishized the idea of a virgin or just shunned them altogether. When should I bring that convo up to him? And if I do choose to sleep with him, and what are some advice that you can give me? Things you guys wish you knew or positions that you wished you tried your first time. I know this is super long, but I have no other women I could comfortably talk to about this. Any advice would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. Can I go first?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
I feel like you have.
Also, I know I'm not a woman, but I'm just going to share my perspective because I had a similar situation as you. I've said it before. I waited until 21 and then I lost my virginity at 21. But I had the same thoughts. I was so insecure about being a virgin into my 20s, and everybody around me was already having sex and doing all these things, and at the same time had my own emotional baggage. So know that everything you're going through is absolutely valid, and it's not that you have so much to offer because of your trials and tribulations. This is what has built you and your character and made you that much richer and experienced and valid and have a multitude of perspectives more than other people that haven't. So don't talk yourself down. Enrich yourself and believe in yourself that you have so much to offer. And then with this boy, first of all, I think it's really funny that she said Walgreens because everybody's talking about their stores that they go to.
Yeah, it was Target.
Right. Where do I need to
Walgreens?
go? I need to go to Seafood City.
You do need to go to Seafood City.
That's also
in it's a Target that I go to all the time.
That's literally a TikTok of Filipinos saying oh, I'm gonna find my true love in Seafood City. Anyway, tangent.
Yeah.
So back to this. I think that you obviously just need to make sure that you lay down your boundaries. So if you are an open person, bring it up on the first date. Maybe not everything, but you can ease your way into it by saying oh yeah, I've kind of been through a lot of things. This is what I say. You don't have to say what I say, but this is kind of if it gives you any help to script it. Or but I say yeah, I've been through a lot, and I'm really open about it. But we don't have to talk about it now because it also establishes it establishes a space for myself, but also a choice for that person. Because I don't want to share myself if they're not fucking down or if they're not a good listener. You need to also gauge whether or not they're that type of person. Because if it's a guy that just wants to fuck or hook up,
give it to
yeah. And that's the other thing too. It's amazing that you're a virgin. Now, don't ever shame yourself or feel guilty or anything about that.
Right.
And it's gross that there are men that will fetishize that or belittle that, but fuck them. Those are the wrong men. Okay. So like, make sure that he's a guy that is just worth your time and is able to respect you.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to gauge that by slowly opening up to that person. You don't have to let anything that you don't want out right away. But you'll be able to see, you know, the more you bring up things, and then you ask him too. I'd be like curious. I'll be like, so like, what's something that you've overcome recently that was like really difficult, or like, you know, those.
Everyone has like their moments where they feel like they could, you know, say that they're ashamed of, or you know, or like their struggle. Like I feel like, you know, every successful person is gonna have those moments of just like, damn, like I really struggled at this point of my life, and it probably could sound something similar, you know what I mean? Where they're like, you know, I had to go through A, B, and C, and I had to overcome that. Like every successful person has that story. Yeah, like, and those who just shame you for being a virgin, or shame you for, you know, where you work or what you do, like those are not the right people that you should be around anyway.
Exactly.
So
I was just thinking, no, that was great. And just, I guess, advice for like not just this girl, but like anybody who's thought this, because I feel like a lot of us have, is like, don't judge yourself first. You know, like it's so easy. Like if you set up a date with this guy and then all of a sudden everything you bombard yourself with like, oh, but I'm to this, or I'm not that, or I have this and I don't have that, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my gosh. And then before you even get to hear how he thinks about you, you've already talked yourself out of pursuing it.
That's true.
And it's like, no, like you need to put yourself out there, but also like don't stop yourself.
Just be yourself, man.
And accept yourself, because like you need to, again, like back to self-love. You need to love yourself first, and then that's how you learn to allow other people to love and support you too. So make sure that you're always grounding yourself in your own truth, as well as not prejudging yourself for it. You know, live in your truth and be like, fuck yeah, I'm a 25-year-old virgin who has been fucking through it. So actually, they need to pull the fuck up.
Right.
They need to pull the fuck up and match your game.
Exactly. Match your game and match all that shit, and just not be fucking like just
because
whatever.
you're a bad bitch.
Right. So it's I think that a lot of times we tend to find our identity through, you know, our work or achievements or, you know, like especially when we compare our lives to everyone else's. It's like, wait, they're living their life, which who knows what the fuck is going on in their real life and not social media. But it's just, I don't know. It's just like you have so much more to offer. And I mean, I feel like I'm also talking to my younger self too, because I'm like, I keep getting fired every job. Like I have nothing to offer. But it's like, no, Steph, no, anonymous person, like you are fucking dope. You have your heart to offer, your mind, you know, like everything about you. Like there's so much to offer. It's just finding the right person who's gonna like see that and respect that, and you know, match up,
pull up. Thank you for sharing that.
Anyways,
and we're all rooting for you.
Okay, next one. Should we do one more?
Yeah.
Let's do one more. Should we just do this one? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so this one says, opinions needed on my ex. Hi there. I just saw your TikTok. I made an opinion on why this happened. I need an opinion on why this happened.
Okay.
Okay, also, this message is from January, so this person probably has their issue solved, so I'm so sorry if you're like, she probably doesn't even listen to the show anymore. She unsubscribed. But if you're listening, I'm finally going to read your email, and I'm so sorry that we're like in August, and now I'm reading it. But anyways, I had been seeing a guy for over a year and always had trust issues with him. They're not even together anymore. Watch.
Oh, shit.
He told me constantly that I was the only one he was seeing. He never fucked around on me. But I've never effed around on me, loved me, etc. This past Friday, I got a text from him professing his love after a 2-week break. He was trying to decide if he wanted to show all of himself to me. I wanted to talk to him that day, but he never called or texted. Saturday morning, I texted saying I needed to discuss things. A few minutes later, I get a text of a photo of him and another woman in Las Vegas looking very happy. I obviously called and texted asking what was going on, but no response. Do you think he intended to send that picture to end things? I'm shocked there are people like this in the world.
I'm just confused. How did she see that?
I'm confused,
I wanted
too.
to talk to him that day, but never called him. Saturday morning, I texted him saying, a few minutes later, I get a text. I get a text of a photo?
Yes. So wait, he said
This is weird.
He said he told me constantly that was the one who only
Something's
one
not
who
right. I bet that's true.
Yeah, that was Google telling us. This past Friday, I got a text from him professing his love after a 2-week break. So
What?
I mean,
Block. Just block.
Yeah.
Just block. I just want to simplify things for you before we try to like divulge. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's so much more other situations that are worth thinking about. And this one, if he already
was a mess.
Yeah, and if he already got some other pussy that he's clearly just flaunting, block, delete,
Done.
run away. You don't need it. I'm a little
Like, I feel like I mean, what else can we say to that?
Yeah.
It's
like if he's not even trying to give you words or like any kind of have any
That's
kind of
your closure
dialogue.
right there.
Yeah, I would have been like, okay, you just flaunted your new pussy. Bye. Like that's all you really need. And that is definitely my own opinion. But like, again, there is so much other shit that you need to take care of.
the dick ain't worth it, bro.
It ain't worth it. That dick ain't worth it for sure. So lose that number, lose that contact, and get a better number.
Okay, since that was in January, and if you are still listening now,
Yeah.
can you please follow up on that email and let us
Yes.
know like
What the fuck is
what's
going
happened
on?
since? Because I'm sure our advice now probably means nothing since I feel so
Yeah.
bad. I have so many emails from like January. So, but
Let us know if you like pursued it, you know?
yeah, what if they're like actually together?
I'm like, yeah, I just want to know what the fuck that was like. What was
Yeah.
your reaction? You know, like, did you get any kind of like clarification? And then like, how did it go? Yeah. I'm bewildered right now, so I don't know.
It's weird. Okay, well, anyways, that's it.
That's good. That's it.
Well, I'm glad we got to catch up on my emails and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like now I need more. Now I feel like I'm kind of running out of emails. So
Yeah.
you guys send me your stories at my email, contact@brocotherapy.com. Or if you go to my site, brocotherapy.com, there's a little like place where you could just send me, you'll see it. The way it says, you'll know. Go on there, you'll see it. It's the contact button. You could fill it out there.
Yes.
And if you want, leave your phone number and maybe we'll call you, because sometimes we read it and we're like, wait, we need more details.
Yeah.
So
like yes.
so we may call you. But again, if you don't want to be called, that's okay too. No pressure.
Yeah.
You know, but
Maybe also give us like a time frame of when to call you.
Yes. Oh my God. Like, tell us your office hours.
Tell us when you would like to be contacted.
Because right now it's 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
And it's
With 1 a.m. on the East Coast. So yeah, we know. We apologize.
yeah, we'll try to do it earlier if we know that we're gonna call people.
Yeah.
Anyways, plug yourself, HK, motherfucking brain. Bitch.
HK brains.
I feel like I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
You
I
sleepy?
definitely want to I had a long day, so
Oh,
yeah, it was a good day, but
did you work?
long.
Do you work from home?
I work wherever I'm called to work. Freelancing right now, so
It's okay. But okay. Well, follow me, it's Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. Like I said, you could send your questions there, and my merch. So
merch.
HK is wearing I wore
Merch.
this to my dick appointment
Yes.
tee. I also have another tee that says no more toxic relationships, and another one that says this dick ain't worth it. So whatever your vibe is,
Yeah.
toxic or not, toxica.
Right. If you
Or not?
I have full intent to wear this
Good.
to my next appointment. I also suggest everybody wear this to their next appointment and let us know how it goes.
Actually, I'm wearing shorts that say I wore this to my dick appointment. Right here.
There you go.
Yeah, so I
We
have
should-
shorts too.
Oh my god, we should brand condoms that say that. Oh my God, wait, I love that. Come on, sexual health.
Yes. So yeah, and then I also have like my photo on the back.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you guys just want to support the show, all proceeds go back to equipment and honestly, and just like building the show to be better and to give better content, and plus let's do this full time so I can give you guys more shit. Let's be real.
That's right.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Broke girl therapy. Broke girl therapy.